Hello, welcome to Raw vs. Wrestling for Monday Night Raw on March 12th, 2012. Usually when I do these, I do start off with the whole beginning of the show. Since John Cena began the show and then Rock ended the show, I'm going to do both of theirs at the same time. So I'll move on to what was next, which was the Daniel Bryan, which essentially had Daniel Bryan be a part of it, but the Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler match. Honestly, fun, entertaining match. I like the little tidbit of having Daniel Bryan and AJ up in the skybox doing a little interview during the match. But like I said, the match itself was entertaining, and with Daniel Bryan as well being up there, they added a little bit of more tidbit towards the Daniel Bryan-Sheamus match going into WrestleMania. In my own honest opinion, they need to pick up the pace on that particular storyline just to, you know, make it seem like it's a more important match, make it one of the main events like it should be, because it's for one of the world titles that they have going into the pay-per-view itself. But that's pretty much how I feel about that at that point in time. It was a fun entertaining segment, but they need to pick it up. The Theodore Long, John Laurinaitis situation. Most people know they're gonna, exit one GM. They're gonna have a 12-man tag at WrestleMania in order to figure out who's going to be the sole GM. It was a nice little tidbit getting everything started. You got the team captains out of the way tonight, and Mark Henry got added to the Laurinaitis team. And that's pretty much, I like where that storyline's going. I like that they're going to only have one GM. This will make it eventually be only, you'll probably see the exodus of the brands here sooner rather than later because of this. The backstage segment with Eve and Zack Ryder and Beth Phoenix as well. And that was a nice little segment there. I didn't do a review last week, but the whole kiss with Zack Ryder and Eve last week, it felt like that was pretty much, them showing that Eve was still in control of the situation, and they continued furthering that this week, and with everything, and her explanation towards everything to Zack Ryder. This will hopefully lead into something in the WrestleMania. It'll be fun and entertaining. I do like where they're going with this right now, and we'll see where they go further, how they further themselves here. Brutus Clay was back this week. Good to see him back. Hopefully after WrestleMania they'll put him in matches that last longer than 30 seconds, so he builds a little bit more character there. The Shawn Michaels Undertaker segment. It's a mixed match there. Undertaker's never really been that strong on the mic, but what they did in this situation with him and Shawn with their confrontation, and essentially Shawn saying, if I feel like it, since I'm the ref, I could screw you out of this match and allow Triple H to win. I liked what they did there. It was it adds one more element to the actual match in the head WrestleMania. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words there. But it does add one more element to the WrestleMania match. And, Undertaker wants the result to be pure. Shawn Michaels, he can make that decision whether he wants to or not. The Randy Orton, actually Randy Orton's after this one, but with CM Punk and The Miz. Miz had a backstage segment with John Laurinaitis. He wanted to get put on Laurinaitis' team for WrestleMania. Laurinaitis put him in a match against CM Punk for that opportunity. Of course, Miz lost here, and the match was okay, nothing special, probably a little too short for my liking. What I liked afterwards was where they went with the Chris Jericho CM Punk storyline. With Jericho's explanation of why CM Punk was straight edge, I'm not sure if it's actually true, if that's the reason why he's straight edge or whatnot, but they seem to try to play a let's hit at home type deal. You could definitely get that feeling from CM Punk there. Hopefully they'll continue on in this route, and we'll see where they go from there. I like what they did this week with their reasoning behind why CM Punk is straight edge and everything. It was extremely good, extremely well played out. I definitely like where they're going with that. The Randy Orton-Jack Swagger match. another fun match, a great match to watch. Who knows what they're going to use Jack Swagger for, whether or not he's going to be a part of this 12-man tag or in something else going into WrestleMania, who knows. But the match with him and Randy Orton was extremely good. For the whole Kane storyline with Randy Orton, honestly, Kane's supposed to be this monster that will go after anybody. He really doesn't need a reason to go after Randy Orton other than the fact that he wants to go after Randy Orton. So I don't mind where they're going with that. It's obviously going to lead into their WrestleMania match. I mean, Orton was probably going to work with Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett got injured, so both of them needed somebody to work with, and boom, there you go. And you don't really need much setup with Kane. He's just supposed to go after anybody for any reason. This leads into essentially what began and what ended the show. The John Cena rap. It was quick to the point. He got what he needed in there. You definitely got old school Cena, which I think a lot more people definitely like versus the style that you see now of Cena. You got an old style rap from him. Honestly, I thought when they said John Cena was going to do a rap, he was going to come out and do a rap that would be more PG-ish. He definitely didn't go in that direction. He definitely went more old school with it. The Rock concert after that. Honestly, they did give this one a lot more time. And honestly, in this case, I don't mind the fact that he had notes there. This week, he didn't stumble. You didn't see a lot of him stumbling over his words. He didn't seem to be nervous. He didn't seem to be all these other things that what's been said over the past couple weeks. And honestly, have been noticeable because in his live promos, and I'm saying with the history lessons that he gave last week, those were extremely good and extremely entertaining. Where he does it when he was doing his stuff live, he's sucked so far. This segment right here, and don't get me wrong, I'm a Rock fan, I'm also a Cena fan, so I'm going to be critical. I'd rather just be critical of their stuff if I feel like it's bad. I thought both of them were extremely good, extremely entertaining. I definitely enjoyed seeing the old school Cena come back out there, coming out to War Live instead of his current song that he's using. And having the throwback jersey in the lock, I like that. The whole Rock concert thing, it was extremely fun, entertaining. I was laughing my ass off through the entire thing. Felt like it was very, very well done, and this was probably the best that we've seen of The Rock so far since he's come back from the Survivor Series time. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have for Monday Night Raw. Overall, I felt the show was extremely good, and it built up the matches that they needed to build up going into WrestleMania. They'll obviously be adding a few more going into it, but they're definitely building in the right direction, and I'm liking where they're going right now. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed listening to this, and I thank you guys for watching.